Welcome to this channel. Today we'll be considering how we can draw complex structures. Last time we drew simple structures and I know you've practiced using the structures we drew, but today we'll be looking at how we can draw structures that are quite complex. Now I've gotten some structures from the internet that are a bit complex. Let's see how we can draw them. So the first thing is that you should have opened your ChemDraw and then it will give you a blank page where you can draw your structure. So the first thing we want to draw is atrazine. Now, if you look at atrazine, we have a triazine, that's a benzene ring substituted with three nitrogen atoms. So that's the first thing we will draw. So let's have our benzene ring. You can see that. And then use your text to add nitrogen. Oh, sorry. Okay. So click on this, come back here, and then so you have nitrogen. Cool. So nitrogen, nitrogen. You can see that. So we've been able to draw the nucleus. Permit me to say that. Now click on this and then you have this group and then you have NH. Go back there now and then this. Also we go to position 2 and then NH. If you observe, it showed red, and that's because the structure was not correct at the time. So we go here and then to add Cl, click on the alphabet and then Cl. You can see that. Now is our structure correct? I think it is now. Let's clean it up. So click on this, highlight it, and then go to molecule and then clean up your structure. Now look at how it appears. Okay, we keep cleaning it and then we keep changing, but now you can see that it's the same structure. Now let's take it back to the one we had. So let's use this. Now you can observe that we have that substituted benzene ring with three nitrogen atoms. We have our NH. We have the same thing here, and then we have our chloride. Now let's get the name of the structure. So let's convert structure to name and let's see what it gives us. Now this is the IUPAC name of this compound. This is the IUPAC name of this compound, and that's important, especially if you are a chemistry student. So 6-chloro, N2-ethyl, and then you can begin to call everything. So that's that. So we've been able to draw the first structure. Now let's save it. So today I'll be teaching you how you can save what you've drawn. So go to File and go to Save, and then let's create a different folder for it. So create new folder, click on this, and then maybe let's call it chemical structures folder. Chemical structures. Okay, so we can save it, and then we can save it with the name they give is atrazine. You can see that. So we've saved it as a 2D file. Please don't forget, this is just a 2D structure. Now let's try and draw the next one. So Control N, or simply go to File and then click on new document. Now let's try to draw sulfametazine. So we have two benzene, okay, we have a benzene ring and we have pyrazine. So first of all, our benzene ring, you can see that. Now, then we have a sulfone group. That's nitrogen, that's sulfur. So S now bonded to NH. NH is bonded to our pyrazine. That's a benzene ring. Here we have nitrogen, the carbon being substituted. So click on this, then go here, nitrogen, nitrogen, cool. Now our structure is almost there, but some things are remaining. So this should be our NH2, H2, and then we have two oxygen atoms. So this, I like drawing it like this. You have this, so add the oxygen. So click on this oxygen. Remember, we clicked on the double bond to get those double bonds we had. Okay, so this is it. I think we have our structure. Wow, that's good. So highlight it and let's see if we clean it. Okay, that's fine. Then let's try to name the structure. So let's name convert structure to name. So this is the name. Now there's another thing you can do with ChemDraw. ChemDraw can give you information on the molecular mass, empirical formula, and other things, other important information on the compound you've drawn. So let me show you how you can do that. Simply highlight on this using the marquee tool, select it, sorry, and then go to analysis. And then if you want the chemical formula, just click on this. Now it brings it. Now let's say you want something else. Let's say you want the molecular weight, brings it out for you now. And let's say you want everything, the elemental analysis, matrix charge ratio, and many other things. So just simply all, and then you can see that. So it gives you almost every information you need for this compound, and then you can save it. And that's the good thing about it. You can get a lot of information from ChemDraw that you won't find and using other softwares. So we have this, so we can save this. Let's save this. Remember, how do we do that? Go to File, Save, and then we're going to be saving it as sulfametazine according to what we got from the internet. This was from. Now, you can also cross-check those names, so we can save it. Now, it's also important to know that you can save it in different formats. You can save it as a ChemDraw file. You can save it as a window meta file. Sometimes you can even save it as simply an image. But in this case, we're saving it as a ChemDraw file. And that there's a reason for that, which I will discuss later. You can save it as a JPEG file, as a PNG file, as a GIF file. You can save that. So let's save it. Save this. Now let's see if we can let's try to draw finasteride. And I want to draw that so that you will know how to use wedged bonds and other things. So Control N, new page. Now if you observe, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have what I say, 4 rings. The last one is a cyclopropane, so let's have it. So now we use this cyclohexane. So 1, 2, So go here, 3, and then here you go to, and then you click on this. Now you can see the basic structure already coming out. Now choose the double bond to have this. And then we want to add this wedge bond. You can see this is a wedge bond. So click on this and then simply, okay, add that methyl group. You can see it. Now we also want to do that and add so that we can show our hydrogen using that wedge bond. So let's go there and then H. Nope, should be capital letter H. Now we also want to do that for this methyl group, and I want to also do that for this. Now for this, we want to add our oxygen, and then this is very interesting. We want to add NH. Now, if you observe, NH is already showing me that something is wrong with structure. So let's do something about it. And then we have this. Now we also have a bond that's this, a hashed wedge bond. So we're going to be using it for the hydrogen below. We also have that here. And we also have that here. So simply hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Do we have any other one? Okay, so we have an NH here now. So click on this and then NH. We are yet to add our oxygen. Interesting. And you can see that. So I think, okay, we are good to go. It remains just this now. To add the double bond to this side, just simply click on your double bond and come here, click on it. You can see that. Okay, it's showing us that something is wrong with our bond. So to erase it, use an erase, and then we go and then we do this, and then let's see what's wrong. Okay. Okay, and now let's click our whole structure. Now let's highlight our whole structure and let's see. Okay, I think something is still wrong with this. Okay, so we don't cross it that way, and then you can see that. So so that's let's clean up the structure, clean it up. So now our structure, let's clean it up. Oh, beautiful. So we can see what our structure looks like. Now let's get the name, convert structure to name. Wow, so that's the name. You can see that now. If let's see something. If we copy this name, Ctrl C, we've copied the name, and then let's create a new page, Ctrl N. Let's go to convert name to structure, and let's see if it will give us. Can you see that? Wow, it brings the exact same structure. So you can convert name to structure, and that's very interesting. So, and then you can save this.